I hate Christmas time. And no, it's not because my heart is three sizes too small. It's not because I hate spending time with my family, because I don't. And it certainly isn't getting free stuff. See, every time Halloween passes, I've observed the fact that Christmas decorations are put up earlier and earlier every year. I can't say for sure why this trend started, but I can easily make the argument that its origins are from consumerism. Consumerism is the preoccupation of society with the acquisition of consumer goods. The need for people to put up Christmas decorations earlier and earlier are a clear symptom of consumerism based on the fact that it stems from the quote unquote idea of Christmas. That is, the idea that we've been sold by companies like Hallmark with their frankly terrible movies, the barrage of themed music that personally I truly do not care for in the least when you're in department stores and radio stations, and the corporatization of the core beliefs of the holiday in the first place. These core beliefs, that is, family, togetherness, kindness to one another, and the spirit of giving, feel perverted when resold to us by companies that recycle the most shallow interpretations of these ideas when in the form of low effort movies, tacky clothing, or atrocious music. There's a reason these beliefs feel so wrong when packaged by companies to the consumers like this. It's because they are completely disingenuous when delivering these ideals. They care not for the spirit of the holiday, but for the spirit of getting more money in their pockets. Honestly, I shouldn't really have to make the argument that corporations are greedy, but just to summarize, corporate greed is a symptom of consumerism. Because when a consumer buys a product, which is obviously classic consumerism, by the way, it feeds into the corporation's desire to get more money. When they find out what can bring them more money, they do it more often. Just to interject, I'd talk about the corporation like it's a living thing, which obviously it's not one single person's decisions or ideas or desires. However, the way that we have observed corporations in modern society is a behavior similar to a child wanting more candy on Halloween, to characterize it in one way or another. Specifically, during Christmas time, they can pump out these terrible movies with C-list actors and, frankly, a very lazy and shallow message about family at the end, and usually make a ton of money off of it. And the problem is precisely the fact that they're so lazy and shallow when they go about this. They make money perverting the original beliefs of the holiday. That is, of course, if you subscribe to such beliefs. And it's these reasons and a few more that I personally hate Christmas time. Quite frankly, I'm disgusted by the way these corporations capitalize on people's love of the holiday and how dedicated some seem to be to this ever-expanding consumer culture. To one who may be asking, well, what can I do? The answer is a rather simple one, which is to say that you, as the consumer, can make sure you don't feed too heavily, of course, into these falsities. I wouldn't propose that one would stop buying things altogether. That's kind of ridiculous. There's a reason why consumerism exists in the first place, and it is not entirely a negative thing, despite what I might have led you to believe. Uh, I wouldn't. I don't want to say stop listening to this music or stop watching these movies. If you enjoy them, good for you. I don't. But if you don't enjoy the movies and you don't enjoy the music, then obviously stop watching them, stop listening to them. Uh, you know, to, if you want to watch a Christmas movie during the holidays, there is nothing wrong with being on your 17th rewatch of the movie Elf or Nightmare Before Christmas, which, by the way, are unequivocally, I would say, the best Christmas movies you can watch. In conclusion, the current state of corporate America obligates the consumer to stay informed and vigilant on matters such as these, so that you and me and everyone else does not feed into the system that gives us this mind-numbingly mediocre media.